In this video, we'll be making a Star Wars diorama battle against a Junkyard Mech, and we'll be adding filament LEDs. Stick till the end to see the big reveal. Starting this project by cutting a sheet of chipboard, which will be the base, and I cut some Dollar Tree strips of wood to act as a frame. Sanded down the strips of wood and our base. Time to glue those strips to make our frame. Should be easy, or maybe not. Psych! It was easy, we just needed a little bit of editing magic. With the frame done, it's time to super glue it to the base we cut earlier. Next is our favorite part. Not really, it's time to paint. This is my second project and I lacked painting experience, hence as to why this awesome Loot Studios Junkyard Mech is gonna look like primary color map. Time to make our budget-friendly rocks. Get your plaster, Mod Podge, a toothbrush, okay, and water. Mix it up till it looks like some delicious pancake mix. To be honest, I couldn't find anything to mix the plaster, so this toothbrush came in clutch. Pour the delicious mix to your DIY rock molds, which is crumbled up aluminum opened up, and spread it evenly. Let that dry for a couple minutes, and back to the mech. We're gonna add a rust effect by stippling orange, and then brown any smaller area inside of the orange spots. After that, we're gonna add tiny amounts of silver in the center to give it that bare metal look. Quick tip, if the paint job ain't good, just hide the mess with effects like blood, mud, or rust in our case. I mean, it turned our primary color mech a little more badass. Oh, fudge. Dang it. Psych, don't worry, super glue puts it back. Moving on to the stormtroopers, these were tough to paint. I didn't want to get any of the black paint on the white, so I was extra concentrated when I was painting. And due to that, I painted the other few off camera. Bringing back our rock molds, tap it, and if it's hard, it's ready. Peeling the aluminum off was so satisfying. Ooh, look at that. Not bad. There are some imperfections like this, but we can instead see them as bullet holes. Yeah, that was a big brain moment right there. Anyways, breaking this off was even more satisfying. Take a look. Now with the smaller rocks, we can start to visualize the scene, see what's right and looks organic. And after a bit, we made the battleground and super glued the rocks in place.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
He's fine. Anyways, I added a watered down version of the rock Mod Podge mix to act as a ground base off camera. Once that was ready, we got the Dollar Tree kitty litter out and seasoned at the base. I did purposely accumulate some of this kitty litter closer to their big brother rocks since there is this science thingy called erosion, so I guess we'll do that. And for the sand, I literally just put it everywhere. I didn't think about it. Still works. Glued it all with scenic glue, which you can make with 3 parts water and 1 part Mod Podge, a 3:1 ratio, and it's wonderful. I cleaned up my mat from the mess since now it is time for the electrical, which is the only thing that is making this diorama stand out, let's be real here. And probably why you clicked on this video. But if you've been enjoying it so far, make sure you subscribe to not miss another upload and any cool dioramas, because I got many more planned out. Here's a sneak peek on the next one. I used a thin copper wire that I saw Boyline Hobby Time use. Awesome creator and one of the LED filament founders. But before we gotta scrape off the NML coating to have better conductivity, wrap that around our stormtrooper boy, then we get this insanely thin wire. Like, look at this thing, it's pretty much a hair. The copper will be positive and the thin wire will be the negative. Wrapping around our boy, going to the bottom of the base after some drilling. Then we place the troopers in their attack strategy against the Junkyard Mech. After strategizing and drilling a hole, I cut a bit of wood to later add a switch, which I probably won't do in future projects since it added 2 switches, mechanical switch and the battery housing one. Remember what we said about hiding a bad paint job? We're gonna do more of that by oiling up the mech with this dark brown oil wash. Whoa, that's too much oil, no! I started wrapping the sides with electrical tape to contain the paint to the top. Painter's tape would be ideal, but I couldn't find it, so this will do. Then, using the same oil wash from the mech, I smeared it all over the base. I also added some blacks and a little of green. Dry brushed the rocks with the light vanilla so they can stand out better, and it was coming along nicely. Glued the troopers and the mech in place. Did some very tedious electrical stuff like this LED filament. Soldering it to the copper wire was easy thanks to the sticky tack holding it in place, but that extra thin wire was at a moment frustrating. I almost didn't think I was going to be able to solder it together, but eventually it got done. Did more electrical under the diorama. Once the electrical was mostly done off camera, I peeled the tape. Painted the base black, and I think it's time for the B-roll shots. It looks much better with the lights on. Check it out. And that was the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like and subscribe to not miss the next upload and ride along my new diorama hobby journey. Comment any questions down below or ideas for what you'd like to see me do next. Till next time.